Welcome to our morning Vinyasa Yoga class. Got a little bit of a last minute start because I noticed that I needed to charge the iPad and find a little extension cord to fit it in, but all is well. We should be fully charged. And we're back to the live classes after a day off yesterday. So thank you so much for coming back to the live feed. Hope you're well. Drink some water if you're dehydrated. Have your mat and anything else you need. If you'd like to play the music, I uploaded a playlist to Facebook and put a screenshot of it on Instagram. If you're not following this on Facebook, then it's worthwhile to just start following me on Spotify, which is where the playlists are. And because on Facebook you can click the link to it, and on Instagram it's just a screenshot so you see what it's called and see where to go. But otherwise, you can play your own music or you can do no music at all if you'd like. Adjust the computer just for a second. That's it. All right. So let's go ahead and begin. Taking deep breath and standing. And lengthening through the legs and the spine. Taking deeper and deeper breath each round. Taking deep breath to the point where you're breathing your deepest breath. And taking time to exhale slowly. Continue deep breath. Inhale till you're full. And exhale till you breathe all the way out, till you're nice and empty. You draw in the core a little bit. A couple more rounds of the breath. And we'll go ahead and take some half sun salutations. So lift the arms. Fold down. Lengthen through the spine. Stand tall. You might need wide feet, and feel free to bend the knees. We're going to continue this. Folding down. And lengthen through the spine, standing tall. And come on down. Lengthen, stand tall. Come on down. Extend the spine and lift. Hold on down. One more round. Stand up. And fold down. Place the hands forward and walk back to downward dog. And relax the head down and even out the hands. Knees on the floor. And let's take a nice child's pose. Just relaxing in child. And breathing deep. Come to cat pose. And roll the spine. Dog pose. And back to cat pose. And a couple more rounds, cats and dogs. Lower the knees gradually to feel connection to the lower abdominals. Lengthen to neutral. Keep that very straight spine as you push back into downward dog. Knees come down very gradual. And push back and now hold dog stretch. Hips high, head down. Press into the hands. Lift the tailbone. Lift the lower back. Lift as high as you can. Remember to breathe full and deep. And then go ahead and walk on up to the top of the mat. Take a half lift and then fold down. Take a straight back lift and bring the arms up. And then bend the arms and stretch the triceps. Now we'll go ahead and re-extend the arms, weave the fingers and push up through the palms, draw into the core. Bend and extend the arms numerous times. Switch your grip and extend and then go side to side. And come back to center and take a swan dive over the legs. Walk back, downward dog. And knees down, lengthen through the spine. Go ahead and lower and point the feet back. Inhale, lift, just the chest. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the legs and chest. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, legs, chest, and hands. Send the arms back. And then come on back to face down. Take cobra pose. And exhale, release. Use the core, lift to neutral. Then take plank pose, top of a push-up. Having the wrists a little more forward than the shoulders is good if your wrists are sore. And then push back to downward dog and take deep breath. And then walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold over the legs. Straight back lift, arms come up, and arms relax. Feet parallel, chair pose. And then lift a little bit, and then lower a little bit. Put weight in the heels. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and then fold over the legs. Again, plank pose. And we'll put the knees down. And then lift. And knees down. And lift. Knees down. Lift. And knees down and lower. Inhale. Cobra. And exhale. Lower. Bring the hands to low ribs. And then inhale, upward dog. And draw into the core. Exhale. Downward dog. And child's pose. Deep breath. Let's come on up to sitting or kneeling position. And then take a big step up with the right foot. Runner's pose. Make sure the knee's above the ankle. Lift the right arm, runner's twist. Come on down. Half split. Reach forward through the chest. Come on back to runner's pose. Downward dog. Child's pose. Come on up to sitting or kneeling. And take a big step up with the left foot. And again, step long so the knee is above the ankle. And then make your twist. Left arm up, opening the chest, and the shoulders lowering. Come on down. Take a half split. And then come to runner. Downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Bring the hands lower. Inhale, upward dog. And then draw into the core. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath. And go ahead and walk or jump to the top of the mat. And fold over the legs. Chair pose. And again, lift a bit and lower. And lift and lower. And lift. And then lower. And then send the arms back. Draw into the core. Lift the arms up. And send the arms back. Lift the arms up. Send the arms back. Lift the arms up. And then fold down and take plank pose. Hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And knees on the floor. Sway the ribs. Side to side. Child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling. And take a big step up with the right foot. Lengthen the back leg. Rotated raised runner. Sit low at the hips and lift the chest. Take deep breath. And then bring the hands down. Warrior one. Ground through the feet and rise on up. Sit nice and low into the hips and extend the arms. Take a half bow. Then lift. Take a full bow. And lift. Hands down. And the vinyasa. Or you can just go right to down dog. You don't have to do chaturanga. You can do hands and knees, cobra or up dog. And we'll all meet in downward dog. Taking deep, deep breath. Child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling and taking a big step up with the left foot and lengthening the back leg. Right arm down, left arm up, rotated raised runner, very strong back leg, open chest and shoulders. Breathe deep into that space. And come on down and take warrior one. Rise up. Take a half lower. Lift. Take a full bow. Inhale, lift. And move through the vinyasa, or just go right to downward dog. Otherwise, hovering, lifting. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and draw into the core. Push back, downward dog. Child's pose. And let's go ahead and come on up and switch to facing the side of the mat. Hands to the side, walk or lightly hop the feet apart. And lengthen out through the spine. And then consider holding the ankles or keep holding the ground under the shoulders. And draw into the core, stand on up. Opening up the right foot. And then taking warrior two. Keeping the knee open, and the back hip level, and the back leg strong. And then go ahead and lengthen the leg. And then bend the knee. Lengthen the leg. Bend the knee. Lengthen the leg. And bend the knee and hold. Next is side angle stretch. You can do elbow to thigh or hand to ground. Open the chest and breathe deep. Come back to warrior two. And then come on up and relax the arms and legs. Opening the left leg. Bring the back foot up. Level out the hips. Take warrior two. And then 3 times we're going to lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen. And then bend. And check that the knee is open and sustain. Deep breath. Very steady. Come into side angle. And come back to warrior two. And then let everything relax and center the feet. Hands down. Bring the hands forward and stretch the chest. And then bring the hands back and draw into the core and stand on that. Walking the feet closer together. Stand at the top of the mat, feet parallel, lengthen and open the toes, and then take chair pose. Hands on the ground. Dog pose. And if you'd like, work through the flow. Upward dog. Downward dog. And child's pose. And come back on hands and knees and take a plank. Take the right knee to the right elbow, and then the left knee to the left side. Right knee to chest, left knee to chest, right knee toward the left side, and then the left knee toward the right. Put the knees on the floor, lower all the way down. Take the arms overhead, and then lift the arms and the legs. Exhale, lower, and bring the hands by the shoulders. Inhale, lift, cobra. And then exhale, lower. And then bring the hands back to the low ribs and inhale, lift to up dog. Exhale, downward dog. And knees on the floor again. Turning to the side, walk or jump the feet apart. Draw into the core, stand up with a flat back. Open up the arms and the right leg. Make sure the foot's fully open. Take triangle, reaching down a little bit. Or if you can keep really long rib cage and open chest with the hips in line with the shoulders, you can reach slow. But honor the alignment first, and of course the breath, and then go deep as a secondary measure. Come on up and adjust and open the other side. Bring the back toes in. Take triangle. And come on up. And open up the right foot. Bring the back foot up. Take the left arm behind the back. Take triangle again. with the arm behind the back, opening up in the chest. Deep breath. Bend the knee above the ankle. Keep the arm behind the back, side angle. And then place the hands to heart and extend the arms and have the hands a little wide. Keep the chest open and then come on back to the first form. Let's do that on the other side. Come on up, opening up the left foot, right arm behind the back, big triangle, a little bit lowering, or if you can keep your chest opening, you hold lower and draw the core and the hips in line. So shoulders, ankles, and hips are all in line, and you open the chest towards the sky. And then bending the knee above the ankle and resting the arm on the thigh. Keep opening the chest, left knee to the left, and then hands to heart. Arms extend. And come on down. Back to the first form, and then center. And clasp the hands behind the back. Stretch, and take a big shoulder stretch. You could just hold the legs if you prefer. Otherwise, stretching deep here. And put a bend in the legs. And come on up. And slowly walk the feet closer to each other. Stand at the top of the mat. And take feet together, hands in prayer. Bend the knees really deep unless the knees hurt. And twist to the side. Now if your knees or your back is sore, you can be like this. But if you can stay low and keep that deep twist going, then that's nice. And other side. Nice deep twist and deep breath. Come back to center and fold over the legs. Hands flow forward. Walk back. Downward dog. Child's pose. And let's go ahead. Come on up to sitting or kneeling. Bring the legs out from underneath. Hips back. Bend the knees. Point the toes and extend the legs. You could leave the knees bent, of course. Otherwise, knees high and chest high. Boat pose or Navasana. And then feet down. Extend the legs and the hips back and bring the arms up. Lift the chest and take deep breath. Hands down. Bend the knees, another round, Navasana. And legs down, arms up. And take forward bend. And release the forward bend. And let's go ahead and I'm going to face you, but you don't have to turn. Just make sure there's enough room out the side. We're going to do a wide Navasana. So start with the arms extending. Lean back a little bit. Lift the feet. This is phase one. This is all you need to do. Otherwise, pointing the feet more, extend the legs a little bit, or more fully. This is the wide Navasana, or the extended feet. And then feet down. And let's go ahead and switch back to a hands and knees position. Send the right leg back and just lift the leg about hip level and round the back and bring the knee to the nose. Re-extend and lift the leg and lift the left arm. Other side. Rounding the back. Re-extend. And then lifting opposite arm. And go ahead and release. And let's lower all the way down. Clasp the hands behind the back. Pull the arms back and open up in the chest. And come on down. Place the hands a little higher than the shoulders. And take Cobra and hold. Shoulders opening back so you can try and feel a stretch in the chest. Reach back to the feet and breathe. Come on down. Use the core and lift. Ease back. Child's pose. Yeah. Next, we're going to come back to the hands and knees. Have the elbows on the floor, legs way, way back, hips not too high, elbow plank. And then the Sphinx. And really work on lifting and opening the chest. And come on down. Use the core and lift. And then push back into the legs. Downward dog. Next is right knee forward. Swan. Work the hips down and lift the chest. If the spine doesn't feel good, hands more forward. If it feels good, bring the hands further back. And open the chest. And bring the shoulders back. Like a cobra with the spine. downward dog. And left side swan. Work on lifting the chest. Maybe bring the hands back a little bit. And feel that nice deep openness in the chest. And exhale, downward dog. Let's go ahead and either step up and slowly sit down or lightly jump to cross-legged. Legs through. And lay back. And take knees to chest. Hands behind the head. Take the left elbow to the right knee. Extend the opposite leg. And go side to side. And knees to chest. Just rest. And let's do one more set of that. And lay back down. Go ahead and glide back up and switch to hands and knees. Downward dog. And right knee forward, swan pose. And now let's lay down in the pose. You can do a lunge forward bend or a cradle if the knee doesn't feel good. Otherwise, just enjoy a deep release in the swan with the breath. And we'll come on up. And take downward dog. Left side. Swan pose. And lay down into the forward bend. And we'll come on up. And take downward dog. Kneel down. And adjust to the side and open up the legs into a nice big straddle. And lift the arms, maybe a little bit, or if you're able to lift and have the hands together, but the shoulders still relatively low, while sitting very tall, and that's good. Eyes rolling back, deep breath, and stretch to one leg, and the other. Come back to center. Next, we're going to bring the feet together. Maybe sit on a cushion if you need. We'll take the butterfly. First, the knees are high, and that's fine. We're going to work on grounding the heels together, but opening the toes apart. Having sitting bones back is helpful. You can flex the glutes a little bit. That's helpful. You can track one end of the hips to release the forward part, and we'll open the knees into a nice deep stretch. And knees lift. And we're going to segue into the Gomukhasana. We have left knee under and kind of diagonal facing, and the right knee comes on top. At first, just very staggered, and if it really hurts the knees, even a very light variation, then don't do it. Do cross-legged instead. Otherwise, we're going to have the ankles facing each other, toes pointing away, knee on top of opposite knee. It's like a mirror image. And then we take right arm behind the back. Use the other hand to help it across, angle it up. Sit up as tall as you can. Lift the left arm. You may need a sock or a strap here if you can't connect the hands. This is the full variation of the pose. You could just do a reverse prayer. This, if you can't stretch the full variation. Otherwise, enjoy stretching and breathing. And go ahead and release. Let's do the other side. A little bit with the leg at first, and eventually tucking around more. And left arm behind the back, angle across, angle up. Lift the right arm, and stretching. Release the arms. Release the legs. Now let's sit in a nice cross-legged position. Maybe on a blanket or a pillow if you have one. Rest the arms. Take a deep breath. And then let's close the eyes while sitting tall and just take 5 deep breaths with the eyes closed. Come back to center. Come back to the body. Let's extend the legs forward, hips back, and take a nice forward bend stretch. And release the forward bend. Scoot on up and then roll into the back. Knees to chest. Feet to the ground. Open the knees, butterfly pose. Knees lift. Feet parallel. And inhale, lift to bridge. Try using the hands under the hips to lift a little higher if it feels good. Make sure you can breathe. Keep the feet and the knees parallel. Very important. And come on down. Make the feet wide and bend the knees in toward each other. And then come back to knees to chest. And if you're able to, wrap the legs in eagle and take a twist with eagle. And if you're not able to do that, do a basic twist. Legs to left, body twist right. Let's go ahead and come back to center and try the other side. Get that nice wrap into eagle and rotate the opposite side, keeping the shoulders grounded and breathing as you stretch. You feel nice and complete on both sides. Let's take Shavasana. You just lay down and relax. Close the eyes, soften the breath, and take this time to just relax and ultimately just to be. Go ahead and deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Come on back to the body. And let's conclude in the closing seat. We'll do a clearing breath and then 3 ohms. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And then breathing in for Om. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. A nice morning to practice. It's good to be back on the live stream. Doing deep Hatha Yoga tonight and Hatha Flow tomorrow at 10:30. We did a lot of focus on the core a little bit and a lot on the hips today. I think we'll focus a little more on twisting in the spine in the next 2 classes. Also still doing some nice hip openers. Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much for joining. This is all done based in donation, so please give a donation if you can. There's a link for PayPal and Venmo. If you don't have either of those, you can contact me. Some people have been mailing me a check the old-fashioned way. So it all works. It's all appreciated. If you're not able to give a donation, I feel you. Just give me a share or clip the link and text it to your friends. Try and get some people to check it out. And we'll expand the network that way. So thank you again. Drink some water. We did some good heat building work. Water is always helpful. Water or tea is good, even if class is really gentle, and it's especially good after a good, vigorous class. So have a drink. Drinks on me. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. It's been a pleasure. And then I'm going to do